these are some examples of what the essays could be, the questions. We have the first one is, Columbia students take an active role in improving their community, whether in the residence hall, classes, or throughout New York City. And I've talked about this as well. Their actions, small or large, work to positively impact the lives of others. So share one contribution that you have made to your family, school, friend, group, or another community that surrounds you. I did not do this one, but I would suggest that if you've done something in your community that is worthy of the storytelling, something where you've had to lend your time and volunteer, or you led something that doesn't show that you got anything out of it and you helped your community while doing it, I would definitely put it here. If you're an activist, a young activist, if you've gone on protests, things like that, this is where I would put that, and why it matters to you and why you think that it's a contribution to society. Again, like I've said, they want people who in the long run will keep making an impact and care about what's happening in the world around them. If you really care about what's happening in the world around you, and you've shown this in many of the things you've done, this is where you want to put that. Not that, I mean, I think everybody cares, but there are people who show it in different ways. So if you have an interesting story, they would love to hear that. It talks a lot about your character. This is the one I wrote about, which is, why are you interested in attending Columbia University? I'm not sure if this was the exact question, but I remember my essay, and it was a love letter. It started with, "Dear Columbia," I think, or something like that. And basically it was me it was a letter that talked about why I was figuring out as I went along that I was in love with this university. And I made very specific examples of why I wanted to go there and what it meant to me personally. And I talked about professors. I talked about what I thought I wanted to be studying. I was very personal and specific. When I wrote that, I let them know, I know your school and I know I'd be a good fit. And here's why. But I did it in a creative way, which was writing a love letter. And then the final one is, please tell us what from your current and past experiences attracts you specifically to the areas of study. So if you know what you want to study, this is great. I didn't know what I wanted to study. I just knew kind of what school I wanted to go to. Which is why I did the second question. But the third, if you already know you want to go into the math and sciences, that's great. Tell them why. Tell them what you've been doing that lets you know that you're going in this path. Are you in the robotics team? Do you stay after school to learn more about math? Do you do AP math or stuff like that? Just, this is where you want to shine. But make it specific. Any essay, the important thing is, don't make it generic where you could just basically tweak a few things and send it all out to all colleges. And I'm sure a lot of you already do that. Don't. If you know you want to be going to this school or a school like this, there's no way around it. Write an essay specific to that school. You'll have to if you want to stand out from the rest. Remember, this is a very competitive school, and so are the other Ivy Leagues. So be as specific as possible. Know why you're applying. Research. Just basic research, guys. Just that'll help you stand out it'll go a long way if you do it.